There is such a thing as a rivalry in modern-day NBA. It might be the Wizards and the Celtics. This one actually goes back to last season, but pick it up back in November where John Wall and Marcus Smart got into it as a beef coming off of last year. Then it continued into their meeting in January with Jay Crowder and John Wall. But maybe Jay Crowder said something to Randy Whitman at the end of last season, which kind of fueled this fire, and they kept on going and going and going until the Wizards said, you know what? We're going to have a funeral here. We're going to wear all black for our game against the Celtics. And how about this, though? They showed up and won that game. That's what was the best part about that for Washington. And now, with just one day off for these teams to get ready, Game 1 gets underway Sunday at 1 Eastern. And they split the season series. But for the Wizards, they said that they're going to use that 6-game series against Atlanta as a lesson to be prepared for round 2.
What can you take from this game going up to Boston on Sunday?
A lot. You know, the first thing is that we can win on the road. You know, we've shown, you know, we can fight through adversity. You know, we were up 19, 20 points, and they ended up coming back down to 3. You know, we ended up closing it out. But just being able to withstand, you know, their run and, you know, coming together and getting a win on the road, that's the biggest thing.
Wall was there ahead of us. They're a great transition team. I feel like we got to get better and better each game with our transition defense. We've been talking about it with these guys as well, but it's probably going to be a little more enhanced with those guys, with transitioning those guys getting up and down and try to make it a half-court game.
Sky's the limit for this team, and the reason why I say that is not only because of the group of guys that we have and how hard they work, but it's Brad Stevens. He works just as hard as us. We're a family. We're together every single day. We all share the same goals, and we all want to be the best people we can be and the best basketball players.
We just try to stay the course on the day-to-day, and if that results in us winning more games or winning in the playoffs or whatever the case may be, there's only one goal in Boston. There's 17 banners above us. We don't have a choice.
It'd be something remarkable to put an 18th one up at the Garden this year, fellas. But it comes under very different circumstances with the Celtics, as we've been talking about through the first round, with Isaiah Thomas having to compartmentalize and play through the tragedy of his sister dying. And he's at the funeral as we speak, and is going to be back in time for Sunday. Derek, can you imagine what that's like? How tough it was in round 1, and now to fly back cross country after a funeral.
You know, it's unprecedented what he's been forced to deal with. Obviously, the emotion of losing a loved one can be devastating. I give him a lot of credit, have a lot of respect for him because of the way he's been able to play through the tragic of losing China. And yeah, I think the one thing that's in his favor is the sanctuary, is the basketball court. His teammates, the whole organization really rallied behind him, and as a result, he's continued to get results.
Absolutely. Just playing with a heavy heart and, you know, going out there night in and night out and just, you know, finding that therapy within those lines, you know, it speaks volumes. And, you know, it's a testament to the character and the person that he is. And it's just great to see the city and the team and obviously the organization just rally behind him and, you know, try to get wins and quality wins for him.